Hello, and today we'll make such an interesting illustration and also learn how to insert text into a path. Let's get into the program and create a new document. In the upper left corner, create new. Next, write down the name. Set the size. I have a post size of 1080 by 1350 pixels. The number of artboard is 1. Next, the color model is RGB and the screen resolution is 72 pixels per inch. Click Create. Good. This is our work area, but I want to step aside a little to make the shape of eye itself. Look, you can hit the space bar on your keyboard and you will have a pen like this. You can move the entire format with that. Fine. Next, I choose white, remove the stroke and select the rectangle tool or the letter N on the keyboard and draw a rectangle. The size of the rectangle will determine which eye will be more open or more covered. The higher the rectangle, the more prominent the eye will be. Okay, draw a rectangle. Let's separate it so that later we can make such an interesting shape. How will we do it? Select the rectangle, object, path, split integrate. What it is? We divide it into columns. There will be one horizontal line, so we put 2 here. We divided it into 2 parts. There will be 3 columns at the top, so we put 3 here. Okay, as we can see, our elements are separated. This is how it is. We select one element and need to remove one point. To do this, we will select the pen tool and there is a choice. Delete Unhover Point tool, that's it. A tool that removes points. Select it. Or you can simply select the pen tool and press minus on your keyboard. Click on the point you want to delete. So we do with each part. Remove extra points. Select the tool, delete. Good. We have an approximate shape of the eye. Next, select all objects. Go to Window, Pathfinder, and select the first Unite function. That's it. We connected all these elements. Now we need to select the top 2 points with the white arrow. Here I select the top points with a white arrow to round them. If you don't have this rounding, you can change the value in corners and route it there. You see, you should put 300 here to have a completely round part. Good, we have such an eye. It's blank now. Let's move on the pupil itself. We need the ellipse tool, draw a circle. I also choose a stroke for it. I take a black color and put a pretty solid stroke, 4. Then I hold down Alt, reduce it a little. Here I will make the stroke smaller. I hold Alt again and reduce. Let's remove stroke, but add fill, also add a black color. This will be our eye itself. I want to make it a glare. To do this, I choose an ellipse, I make one reflection. Let's make it white so you can see it. Alt. I duplicate and make a second small reflection. I put them diagonally. Now I select these objects, I choose Pathfinder again and I choose the second value. It's called minus front. That is, we have some parts, delete other. This is how we got holes. Good. Now we need to put it all together. I select 3 objects, align them vertically and horizontally. And also I group them. Now I have an eye. You can increase it a little. Good. Next I will duplicate this blank itself. Duplicate and transfer to stroke. Why I'm doing this? To zoom in and see how big form I need. I put under our eye and increase. I align vertically and horizontally. This is how it is. Okay, let's try adding some text. Select the text tool and select the short one. Type on a path tool. That's it. This text will pass here along this line. Now we put this tool to our line. Preferably not in the center, not somewhere on the edge. Try here from the beginning of the line of text. See the difference if we start from the beginning. If we start from here. See how it looks different. Therefore, the best option is to start from the very corner. It will look like this. So good. Let's try increasing the text size and let's write our sentence. Again, select the text tool, click look so that we stand out. You see we have a wand blinking. We can press Ctrl A. That's it. We select all the text. You can do it manually or Ctrl A. Now I still take the white color and write down my phrase. See, it's a little of the edge. What can be done in such case? We can select all the text and enlarge it a bit. For example, the size is 41 and my text is already connected. Or you can select characters and increase the letter spacing here. Just make more space between the letters. Now it's up to you. You can leave your I like this. You can make more variation. For example, I duplicate, hold down Alt, duplicate the I. Now I will duplicate the shape itself. Next, I will take it a little to the side. I turn to this form, I select it, press Arrange, bring to front. Put it on the topmost layer. Connect. I just need to connect these elements. I put them under my objects. Now I select only the I. Only the I. Don't select the text and don't select the rest of the objects. I select the I and I select only the top of this part. And then my clip and mask. I have already got such an eye. Holding Alt, I duplicate it. Another option, if you don't want to redo the mask, you can do it a little faster. Double click on the object that we have on the mask and you see the rest of the space becomes so translucent. You can move to the other side. On the top there is a gray line and an arrow back. Press twice. And we already have such an eye option. Further through Alt, I duplicate again. I click twice again. And for example, I will make some kind of eyes. Different variations. I also want to make one more. I choose the eye, press Alt, click twice, put it on the center. But now I want to change the shape a little bit. How will we do it? I will delete the text layer for now and I need to select the 3 dots with the white arrow. Now you can use the down arrows on keyboard, slightly lower them. That's the way. Next, I again select 3 points. You can hold Shift and select each point. And again, with the arrows on the keyboard, I reduce the size. Now you can take the pen tool with the minus, which we did before, and remove the dots. Remove as on a mask. The mask is one contour and we remove them. Similar dots on the white figure. If you did it like I did, I just have only one path selected right now. We also find the subject and remove it here. Next, we need to duplicate this shape. We translate it into a stroke, increase, and also put it on top. Next, I again select the type on the path tool and paste the text. If you have one object, fine. Let's have one object. It doesn't have to be a lot of eyes. Everything is up to you. I select all objects and I want to reduce them. Look, if some non-proportional things happen when you reduce it, for example the text looks somehow strange, the lines look strange. You can check this through Window, Properties. And here, if you don't have a check mark, Scale Strokes, Effects, put a check mark here. Then it will decrease proportional. Fine. And now I want to put a blue background. I select the rectangle tool, add the background, choose a color for it in the bottom bar. I choose a shade. Okay, and look, I want to add a little grain. For this I choose Effect, Texture, Grain. At this point, your computer may freeze a little if it's not very powerful. Choose the intensity of the noise. You can also adjust the contours as far as you can see it. Press OK and let's lock it for now. Select the background itself, Object Lock Selection. Done. We have locked our background, it won't move now. Fine. I choose eyes, reduce them a little more, and now they are behind the background. Therefore, press Arrange, bring to front, and now place eyes. For example, you can set 3 eyes. Select them, align them horizontally, and for example, align them relative to each other so that the middle eye falls into place. Fine. Next, I place these eyes, and holding Alt, duplicate the rest. I put them in random order. Then you can select all the objects, hold Alt again and immediately duplicate them all together. Alt again and duplicate. For example, some objects can be swapped. Fine. You can also select a few eyes and, for example, just align them. If suddenly during the transfer you somehow put them incorrectly. Align all eyes. This is how it is. And now save the file. File, Save. First, save the project itself. Next, File, Export as, choose where to save, select Use Artboards, select the PNG or JPEG format, click Export. Check that you have RGB, quality 10, resolution 72 ppi. After that, click OK. You are done. Create your own cool illustrations.